Ella loves reading. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Ella who loved reading very much. She would read any volume or book she could get her hands on, from fairy tales to adventure stories and historical novels. Ella loved how books could transport her to different worlds and make her feel that she could learn about anything. One day, Ella was reading a book about a magical forest when she came across a passage that said, "If you find yourself lost in the forest, look for the tree with golden leaves, and there the fairies will help you find your way home." Ella closed the book and smiled. She had always wanted to meet a fairy, and now she had the chance. She packed her bags and set off for the forest. Ella walked for hours but didn't see any fairies and began to feel tired and frustrated. When she reached an open clearing, there was a tree with golden leaves in the center of the clearing. Ella approached the tree and touched the leaves. They were soft and warm and seemed to glow. She closed her eyes and took a deep breath. At that moment, Ella could hear laughter and music in the distance. When she opened her eyes, she was surrounded by fairies of all different sizes and colors, all smiling at her. One of the fairies said, "Welcome, we've been waiting for you." Ella smiled and said, "I am so happy to be here." The fairies led Ella to an open area where a feast was prepared, with plenty of food and drinks of all kinds. The fairies were helping each other prepare and arrange the feast. Ella ate and drank until she was full and listened to the fairies sing and dance. She had never had so much fun before. She felt like she belonged in this place, with the fairies in the magical forest, and she knew she would never forget this day. The next morning, Ella woke up in her bed, looked around, and smiled. She knew she had been dreaming, but it felt real. She got out of bed, went to the window, and looked out at the forest, knowing she would return soon. Ella went downstairs and found her parents in the kitchen. They were surprised to see her, but happy too. They had been worried about her, but were relieved she was safe. Ella told her parents about her dream, and they listened eagerly. When she finished, her mother said, "I think your dream was a message from the fairies. They wanted you to know that they are always there and will help you find your way home, no matter where you are." Ella smiled, knowing her mother was right. The fairies had helped her find her way home, whether in her dream or real life. She was grateful for their help and knew she would never forget them. Ella continued to have many adventures, both in her dreams and in real life, always remembering the lesson the fairies taught her, that no matter where you are, there is always hope, and there is always someone who can help you find your way home.